And we're going to break the habit of a lifetime with the meltdown moment because we're going to talk about the FA Cup and how will this weekend's FA Cup chaos affect the EFL Championship and the run-in. First of all, let's just talk a little bit about what happened. Leicester went to Chelsea. This game was mental. Absolute crazy, crazy game. It was 4-2 to Chelsea. So there were 6 goals. There was a missed pen and a scored pen. A ridiculous own goal, one of the greatest own goals you'll ever see. Leicester got back from 2-0 down to 2-2 after half-time. We then got a red card. We got 2 stoppage time goals. We had the Chelsea fans booing their own players on and off when subs were made. Absolutely crazy, crazy, crazy. Leicester are now out of the FA Cup. And you just wonder about the distraction. As I said in one of the previous segments, they were due to play Southampton this round. And you can say, maybe, in microcosm over this weekend, as a direct consequence of playing with in the FA Cup, that allowed Leeds to go top of the table. Because Leicester would have just needed to draw this round's game and they would still have been top. So there is a clear consequence short-term this round. But let's please talk about Coventry because, I mean, wow, what a win for Coventry. Just huge congratulations to the Coventry fans and all our Coventry subscribers. Flying the flag in the FA Cup semi-final. They're going to play Manchester United. Who else is in there? Manchester City and Chelsea. So they're making really, really good company there, Coventry. And they're going to Wembley for the second time in a year after being in the playoff final, heartbreakingly losing on penalties in sudden death in the playoff final. They're going back. It'll be a little bit of a less tense affair against Manchester United, but what a game. And what a game for Mark Robins, who we'll talk about in just a second. But yeah, 3-2, Ellis Sims with a double, Hadji Wright. But that doesn't even begin to tell the story because Coventry scored in the 97th and 100th minute. And if you're a fan of limbs and great celebrations, just take a look at Hadji Wright going over and running and celebrating to the Coventry fans in the 100th minute. It is utter carnage and limbs and scenes, and it looks absolutely, absolutely brilliant in there. We will talk about Mark Robins, who decided when Coventry got their winning goal to go and get in the face of a ball boy, a young lad who'd not let him have the ball or something or thrown it away and then smirked at him and whatnot. So, yeah, that got a lot of coverage. And obviously we get the 2 extremes, don't we, when we get these things? We get, on the one hand, and it's normally people who've got some kind of vested interest in not liking the person or the team that they're talking about. So, again, we're talking about ego and emotion rather than any balanced logic. So we get a lot of people saying, oh, it's disgraceful, ban him, hung, drawn and quartered, you know, all of that good stuff. Then on the other hand, we get these, you know, F about and you find out type people that the little ball boy deserved it. Look, come on. Neither of those things is exactly true. I think a ball boy should be behaving a little bit better and should be showing respect for, you know, the game, the fans, and particularly the managers, essentially the most important people there who are calling the shots on, you know, both of the teams. And, you know, ball boys, I remember seeing one of them not give Eden Hazard the ball back and he tried to kick it out of his hands and, you know, then like dived and pretended he was injured as well. So I just think ball boys need to behave properly and, you know, give the ball back. I know they get told not to, don't they, for the away team and throw it quickly for the home team and all of that. But you can't try and wind up a professional football manager when you're being a ball boy. That's a dick move, isn't it? I have to say, on Mark Robins' part, it is a dick move as well to go and celebrate in the face of, you know, a child, essentially. I don't know, he was a teenager, maybe. I don't know what age the guy was. But we all get a bit carried away when goals are scored. God, I remember at an Ipswich game once, one of the lads who I'd went with was moaning about an Ipswich player the whole game. Richard Naylor, if you remember him, played for Leeds as well. I can't remember who else he played. He played for West Ham, Richard Naylor. Anyway, he scored a last-minute win. I remember it was at Walsall. And when that goal went in after this guy, I lost it and just went for this guy and really got in his face and, you know, gave him the celebration. So, you know, those were my younger days, but I know people lose it when goals are scored. But I think what Mark Robbins did after the game is just apologising straight away and pouring water on it. You know, that settles it for me. I lost myself. I shouldn't have done it. I apologise. We move on. And that would be my take. And you can get yours in the comments. But look, how does this affect the championship run-in? Well, we said Leicester's absence this round has already taken top spot away from them in the short term, in that they couldn't play this week and Leeds went past them. Leicester's schedule now is Easter doubleheader, 3-game week, 3-game week, final day. So in terms of Leeds, they will have Easter doubleheader, 3-game week, and then Saturday, it'll probably be Sunday on the last day, but a little bit of a less tense, busy running. And I will accept both arguments on that. You know, do you actually get more momentum playing every 3 days? But surely the way managers moan about fixture congestion, surely it's the ideal to just play at the weekend, recover, train, prepare, play at the weekend rather than bang, 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 which is what Leicester have to do now and Leeds don't. Notice I'm not mentioning Ipswich and Southampton here. There's a reason for that, because Coventry, they're going to have absolute chaos. As it pertains to them, they're going to go Easter doubleheader, 3-game week, final day. But Coventry are due to play Ipswich on the 20th of April. And that's when their FA Cup semi-final is. So now Coventry are going to have to move the Ipswich game, which will affect Ipswich as well, obviously, and give them a midweek fixture. And a weird thing of a Saturday off on April the 20th. How about that? That will go either between round 43 and round 44, or, incredibly, we could get Coventry v Ipswich between round 45 and 46, which could just be the tensest, most incredible match, depending on how tight things are at that point. We could get that in between rounds 45 and 46. Giving me goosebumps just to think about it. So that'll affect the top of the table. But in terms of Coventry's playoff chase as well, we're expecting that when this is all figured out, Coventry are either going to be going Easter doubleheader, 3-game week, 3-game week, 3-game week, final day, as in hooking just all of those 3-game weeks together. It's got to work out somehow like that, where there's only these 2-3 midweeks going. So it's going to be chaos for Coventry. And it all works out quite nicely for Leeds, because they do have what looks like the most sensibly spaced out schedule. Easy for me to say, sensibly spaced out schedule of anybody. But let me know. Let me know if you're in the away end at Coventry. That looked absolutely brilliant. Let me know how you feel that this FA Cup, the machinations of this weekend, will affect everything